Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking to Steven. Welcome back to the channel. This is your first time here. Please hit that subscribe button, get that bell notification on so you don't miss out on the next episode of Brockton County, an Ontario-themed city. And make sure to hit the like button. The like button helps the channel a lot. Great view of Kings Park right here. Just one of the cooler parks I've built on this channel. Really like how it turned out. Last episode we tried to get the campus attractiveness up to the level it needed to level up to level 5. And by the end of the episode, we finally did. You know, that took a lot longer than I was expecting. And we also built 2 unique buildings in the downtown core, which I think turned out fantastically. One of them was a really simple placement, and the other one we kind of built a bit of a park around it. And they both turned out great. In today's episode, we're going to be trying to increase the student capacity for the city, or for the university, by revising some transit and, you guessed it, adding in yet another tram line. I love trams, and I think this is probably going to be about the last one we need. And if you look at the transit plan of the city, maybe you already know it if you've been following the channel a lot, we don't really have any east-west lines. We have one, and it's right in the middle of downtown. So we need a bit of a supporting line. And I found probably the best spot for it, in my opinion. And I was watching the city's traffic for about 15 minutes, and I found this arterial road in the city that is not the most used, so maybe we can throw trams on it. So let's go take a look at it. So earlier in the week, I asked you guys to name Phillip Street. Phillip Street is a main arterial road that runs right underneath the highway, past this crazy 5-way junction that we have. We have a temporary bus line running across it, and it connects right up to our Queen Street line, which runs right around Queens Bay. I don't know what we call this. And I don't think we ever named it, but it's where Batherston Boardwalk is. And you know, the Queen Street line's awesome. I love it. I'm not gonna change it. And it comes right down into here and over here, and it connects up with the yellow line, which then goes through the downtown core, which is something that we're gonna tweak eventually, but that's it. So if we look at the trams, I know it's a bit confusing because there's the bus lines. This is just a mess. I don't know what happened to it. I think we moved roads around and things just got wild. But the yellow line goes from about here and goes over here, and it's going to extend farther eventually. This is just a temporary stop for it. The red line here, maybe like a bit more of like a reddy pink, connects up with the yellow line, goes around the bay, up Queen Street, down through Packethampton, up to Thornton Square, and connects. I mean, technically, maybe what we could do is we bring it right along Queen Street all the way, and it's actually a pretty good idea. Oh no, we have to avoid this because we painted this road. Right. Anyways, it works. We have buses that support it, and then there's another line, which is a smaller line, which goes from Thornton Square over to Riverside, and that's it. That's just a shorter line, and we have another bit of a transition zone here, which I think maybe we should probably look at bringing in the Queen Street line into this loop as well. Anyways, we can revise that later. The purple line goes this way and down right through the heart of the university. So we've kind of created this square of the downtown, kind of, minus whatever this is, whatever's happening over here. We should probably have a supporting line that goes right through here. We have a subway right here, a subway stop, which I'm planning on bringing up and connecting it to Thornton Square. And we're gonna have like so it's gonna be kind of like a bit of a whoop, and then it's gonna go this way, or maybe south. Haven't really thought that out yet. But I mean, this is gonna be more suburbs, so maybe we just look at extending this tram out that way. But the subway, I don't want to do too much. I want trams to be like the main focus on transit here. Anyway, so this line right here on Phillip Street is just screaming at me to put a tram line through it. My one concern is right here, where there is some traffic. But if we look at the traffic, where is it? Like, it's a pretty good line. I mean, we can probably, this is just like a one-way road, or like a 2-lane road, sorry. So like that can be upgraded. and we'll get it to kind of come right through here. Maybe we'll loop it around here. Maybe it'll help support the park over here, and that's how we'll kind of get the tram to turn around. You know, I just think it's a great opportunity, and look at this. There's just no one using this at all. I mean, we haven't really built up over here, but we will. And then we can get it to kind of come out this way to the lake, which we're going to have a community over here too. So it'll be good transit use for them as well. So, you know, I think that's what we're going to do today. And it shouldn't take us it shouldn't take us the whole episode. And we also need to revise some bus lines. So that's what we'll start off with, because now that we are adding in our next tram line, this temporary bus line is going to change. So we called it temp line. It's got some usage. Let's delete it. So we got the Riverside Oil line, which if you take a look at it, it only has a couple buses. Not many people are using it. This is just a commuter bus. It has 8 buses, more than it probably is required, but I'm trying to encourage people to come out there. It loops through here, all through Riverside, connects to the tram twice to try to encourage people to come out and, you know, work in our oil fields, which we're getting there. But we should probably get a bit of a supporting community through here or something like that, or up here, which would help our oil business. Anyways, let's look at the buses again. Pakenhampton North-South line, which is... Okay. Sorry. Which is this green one, which connects to a bridge down over here, which a lot of people use to cross over the highway, and connects to some other lines. It's looking pretty good. It goes right down the middle of Pakenhampton, and it connects to Thornton Square. It connects down to here. It's just like a connection bus. It connects to this red line here. Maybe we should look at dragging it over here or something like that. Yeah, maybe we do that. We'll get it to stop right over here. So it comes over this way. We'll get it to stop here. Blip, blip. And instead of being on Lower Seacourt, we will move this off of it, and we'll get the connections over here. Oh, that's why. Well, maybe we hop back over to Lower Seacourt. Maybe this one. Yeah, this kind of works. Maybe we should bring it down over here then. Probably more stops than is definitely required, but yeah. So maybe this bus kind of connects more of Pakenhampton to the rest of the world. So that's the next bus. I'm not going to click on the other bus lines. This black line just kind of loops around Pakenhampton, goes this way. We could probably get it into Walnut Hills nowadays, but we have the tram, so it's no big deal. The white one goes into this area, the farming area. The green one goes through here and connects into Batherston. The red line is just the opposite way of this one, but it doesn't go over here. The yellow line connects with our other yellow line, so it's just a bit of a loop. You know, it brings people to the green line. It also brings people to the trams. So, you know, there's lots of opportunities to grow the bus network as well. So I did delete that one line, that one bus line, which is probably for the better. And maybe we should get like an express bus downtown too. But let's get that tram in. I know we've been doing a bunch of trams lately, but that's okay. This is probably gonna be the last one for a little while. And let's start right in the issue point. So this is stopped here because of a traffic light. Wow, well I said there's no traffic, and then all of a sudden there's tons of traffic. But perhaps it is because of all these traffic lights that we have, which we probably don't need. So let's get rid of this one, and let's get rid of this one. Actually, I think we might need that one. I think what we should do instead is to lock in these nodes, so that these cars have to choose where they're going beforehand. Looks like they're all going over here anyways. So these guys are all turning left, eh? Probably because there's not really an opportunity for them otherwise. And that's because we don't really have a secondary transit option over here. Probably going to get a diamond interchange over here somewhere. I mean, we do have this major intersection that's going to grow in the future. But yeah, everyone's turning left here because they have to. So perhaps what we do is we change things up a little bit. And we get 2 left-hand turn lanes so that cars can queue up a bit more. Especially because there's a hospital over here too. All right, let's look at doing that. So a bit of a transit fix, I guess. I bet you're excited now, JMWZ, in the comments. All right, let's do that, and we'll get a left and a straight together. I think that should work. This guy's confused. Oh, just made an illegal turn. That's fine. Okay, let's do this, and what I'll do is I'll just make sure that it kind of I don't know if the AI kind of knows what I was looking for, so I just want to make sure that they know that I want each of these lanes to go in, or each of these cars to go into these lanes, and then I want to lock them in right here. And I guess what we can do is, this is the only way into the university, eh? Or the first way. Yeah, this is fine. We're giving them the options. Oh, let's throw on 3-speed, holy cow. Let's see what's happening. Yes, there are some people queuing up, but I think it's because they're sticking this left lane because it's just easier. Let's see if anyone changes lanes over here. Yeah, a lot of them are, but not all of them. Okay, so let's lock these guys in, and let's see if that changes things. Oh, there's a light here, which is probably good for the ambulances. And there we go, we're getting more people queuing up over here. All right. So now that we've done that, I'm gonna break it all because I forgot to do it after I did my trams. So there we go. It's probably a good idea to get this section to be 3 lanes, to be honest. Just right through here. Okay, now let's do that transit little fix. Okay, so going right here. These guys probably just go here. Oh, I guess I can just make them change their, like, choose where they want to go from there. But I want to make sure that they queue up, right? So I think we'll have to do something like this. This way more people will queue up over here. We got all the university folk coming over this way. These guys are just turning around apparently. And let's make sure we get dedicated turning lanes. And we want to lock them in, so that if they're going straight or if they're going to the hospital, they have to be in this lane. It's probably not the best traffic fix, but everyone else is just using this to turn around apparently. Yeah, okay, and then they're going in the left lane, and then they're going right. Look at this, they're actually using this, the whole lanes now. That's pretty good to see. Make sure there's no parking on here. So we had tons of people using this now. All right. This isn't set up properly though. Okay, there we go. And sure. Awesome. All right. Oh, I thought I turned parking off on this this road. Would be a really crappy place to park. Okay, so let's now resume our trains. Oh, I didn't see that until it was too late. Okay. It's easy fix. Picker mod. Bring this right through. Readjust it with the move it mod. Bring it right out to about here, just to make sure that they can actually walk through it. Alright, so we got that. Let's upgrade this now. Okay, let's turn collision off. Turn it back on right away. And we'll just temporarily make the train turn around right here. Whoa. Yeah, just temporary. It's a bit overkill with the roads, but just temporary. Alright, so we got that in place. I think we've actually probably improved the traffic over here. I mean, we do have more people using this right-hand lane now. Because I guess maybe we shouldn't have done 2 left-hand turn lanes, but at the time, it was backing up. Now we have a ton more people using the straight and right together. And we'll see if we need to revise it, because there's not many people using the left-hand turn lanes now. It's everyone sticking on the right-hand side. Interesting. Okay, well, let's go back into transit then, or into whatever this is called, transit manager, traffic manager, and we'll go straight. Oh, the lane connectors are here. We'll just delete those. There we go, and we'll revise it as such. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of people use all the lanes, which is good. And we have this light here to let people be able to turn left. Awesome. Okay, well, I won't stop. I'll just stop looking at that now. And let's continue upgrading this. So we're going to bring it right down over through here. I'm going to go under this bridge, which everything is still looking good. I mean, that's a bit steep. Okay, and now we're into this area here. So this is just a 1 lane. So technically we could probably get away with using our dedicated tram line road, which I think is what we'll stick with for now. And if we need to upgrade it at some point, we will. Okay, and then we'll bring this up and over. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna have to revise those bus lines now that we've added trams to this. So let's add in that tram line, and we need a name for it, don't we? Oh, not in the tram. I was wondering why I was snapping on. That's subway. So this is Phillip Street. So if you'd like to name the road, please do. And maybe we'll name the tram line after it too. Okay, so we'll get the tram to stop right here. So we got buses over this way. So I think what we'll have to do first is move the bus lines. So they come over this way. I think we'll have to delete these bus lines. And we'll move this one. Yes, they're gonna do a bit of a funky thing. Unless I move these stops down. Yeah, I guess I don't really want these buses on the tram line, do I? So perhaps what we do is we put them onto Thompson here. And we back these over again. Yeah, okay, so let's drag this over here. This is literally just for, I know it's like overkill and stops, like it really is, but this is just to keep the buses off of the tram road. Okay, so we'll go with, oh, no, we were on the right spot. So I want to use this part of Phillips for the stop instead of this one. because I know that lots of traffic goes through here. There's not as much traffic over on this side. So we're gonna go this way. And unless I want to do it from the other direction. Let's see, so I want, if these guys are going here and they just go straight through, and they would turn around, and then they have to turn left. But if we get them to turn right here, they still have to turn left, and this is a stop right here. Okay, so we're gonna have to move this stop back. And then these guys are gonna turn right onto Queen Street, and then left. Or if we go straight, they have to turn right and then left, but they're on a tram road at that point. Okay, so we'll get them to do it this way. Okay, so we'll get the stop right here in Phillips. They're gonna loop around, and then let's go down over to here. Oops, sorry, one more, because this is where the buses are. And then we'll get it to come right down over to here, and we'll put it over here. It's gonna go underneath the road here, which isn't that steep of a grade, especially for a tram. Hey, look at that, invisible chirper. And then we're going to stop. So I'd like to stop right here, but I don't think it's gonna work. So we're gonna stop right here, and we're gonna hop over this intersection. And holy cow, my phone's been going crazy. And then we're gonna stop right into this university. And then we're gonna stop one more. Yeah, we'll stop right here. And I'll get it to loop around. We'll stop right there. Stop right here. I guess we could stop right over this way. No, I should probably be over here, shouldn't it? Yeah. And then we'll stop it right here, and we'll kind of just mimic the stops from the previous sections. And then we're right here. Awesome. All right, so the Phillips line, which you can name, just goes east-west, and we will name the tram temporarily the Phillips line. It has 7 trams on it at this point, and they're still in bunching, and people are still figuring out it's, oh, we got 8, actually. I think we'll leave it at 8 for now, and we'll just readjust it if needed. But let's change the color of the tram to light blue. Yeah, let's take a quick peek at this. So the university line has a lot of people, but no one's really waiting at the stops, so that's perfect with me. I'm not gonna mess with that. The Queen Street line has 23 trams because it's so darn long, and not many people waiting. We could probably shave a couple of them off, so let's bump it down to 20, and we'll come back to it eventually. The Riverside line, which is the connection from Thompson over to Riverside, has way too many trams as well, so we're gonna bump this down to about 8. That's probably still too much, but that is okay. Let's go back to lines overview, the downtown line, which is just so crazy because it fluctuates so much dependent on, let's see if everyone can get on here. Yeah, it fluctuates so much depending on when trains are coming in. So we'll leave it at 9. All right, so we got that in place. Now let's look at a couple buses. And I don't know if we're gonna have time to do the other things as well. Okay, so we have capability to still have a bus that runs north through here. Could get it to run along this line right here, and then connect over to Batherston. Sure, let's do it that way. Okay, so we'll get it to stop right here. It's gonna go. Ooh, I thought that was a connection. Never mind. I guess this is what the tram is for, isn't it? So we'll definitely need a bus. So let's see. We'll get a stop right over here. Yeah, right there. This bus is going to come down this way. And we'll get it to stop right over here. And right here. And it's just going to come right down through, and then it's going to come over this side. It's weird that it's alright, so we'll get to stop right there. Yeah, I guess so. And then it will stop right there, stop right here, and I guess we can get it to go right into the university. That's weird. It should technically be able to do that. There we go. So we'll get the bus to stop right there, and it's going to go this way. It's going to hop out, and then stop right through here, and connect up. And we're just going to get a bus to do the exact same thing. Okay, we'll get it to stop there. A lot of these stops that I'm making are just so the thing can, the bus can, you know, follow the path that I want it to. So unfortunately, it's not going to be able to go through the university the way we normally can get it to go. So we'll have to get it to stop right here with the tram, I guess. And then it'll just take a right, so that's fine. And then have a big jump down to this side. And we'll just kind of do that. Hop over to here. I guess that's fine. There's okay as well. And then we'll just get it to connect up. Awesome. So this is going to be the downtown loop. So 12 and 11. Let's call it downtown loop. Yeah, sure. Loop 1. And we're going to have downtown loop 2. And this is going to be a lime green. And the downtown loop 2 will also be a lime green. Do we already have it downtown? Oh, we have Batterson loop. Alright. So, ooh, I probably should have checked the amount of buses on them. 6. I think we're gonna need more. Let's go with 8. And then we'll go on to this one. And we'll also go with 8. And we'll see if we need more. But yeah, that kind of worked. It cycles people through the tram lines pretty well. And now let's take a quick peek back at the Phillips line. So 65 people are using it. The trams are still unbunching a bit. And hopefully that brings in more people to the area. Okay, so since we don't have that much time left, I'm not going to be able to do what I was looking for, but I want to take a quick review of some city services, and not some ones that we often look at too often, like the taxis. I'm pretty sure last time I checked we had a couple taxi depots, and they were all in use, so we need to add in a couple more. So they're pretty simple to add in. You can pretty much add them anywhere, and they do their job. So that's what we will look at doing. Let's just throw in a taxi depot right here. And we'll throw in one more somewhere. So I like throwing them in places like we have one right here, like that are a bit of like undesirable land-ish. So, you know, out over this way, we have not the most desirable land, I would say. I thought we had one over here, but I guess we don't. Okay, and we'll get one more, maybe downtown. So this is like the rail yard right here, so why don't we throw it kind of underneath the bridge here a little bit. And we'll use move it for this one. And we'll just throw it right underneath the bridge. Awesome, okay. And let's look at post offices. we definitely need better post coverage downtown. So we'll put this right beside it. Let's get post office. You know, my school had a post office in the university, so I don't think that's weird if we were to do that here. I think this might be a weird location for it, but yeah, I guess there's not really another really good spot for it. That's too prime of location for just a post office for the school. We could do it here, and then if we just move it over, we could definitely incorporate that a bit when we do our city detailing. And if we have to move it, we have to move it. That's fine. Okay, let's get a couple more post office trucks. Where the heck is it? Here it is. Let's get this back on. So that should help out. I mean, there's a lot going on over here. Should probably get at least one more. I mean, there probably should be way more, but okay, here's what we're gonna do with this. We're gonna take this dog park, and we're gonna throw it right underneath here, and then we'll get post office right beside it. Yeah, we haven't really done a city detailing episode in a while. I want to detail a bunch of the highways, you know, fix these up a little bit, fill it in, make it look nice, and perhaps that's something we can do in the future. So let me know if that's something that interests you guys, because I know there's been a couple of city detailing episodes, and just kind of wondering if how you guys feel about that. So let me know. Oh, come on, get a couple trees in there. All right. Okay, let's go back to the post office. Let's make sure that we have everything we need. So we got 1, 2, 3. We should probably get a fourth over here sometime. We don't really have one over this way. There's one over this way, one over here. There's none in the farm, which makes sense, but maybe we should just throw one in here. Oh, it's going blue. Okay, let's put it more in like the businessy area. And then we don't really have one over here. We have one in Riverside, 2 over here. Okay, let's get one down south up this way. We'll throw it right here, because I'll know to move it. Alright, so I don't think there's any other services like that, but let's take a quick peek at our other services and then we'll end today's episode. So healthcare is pretty good. Oh, it's not healthcare. This is healthcare. Yeah, it's pretty good. Average health 76. We have pretty good coverage. That's not the best down there, but that's fine. There is one pretty close by. Yeah, I think our healthcare coverage is sufficient. We could probably do with getting one over this way. What are these buildings? Yeah, that's the nearest clinic. Okay, so yeah, we can get one more. That's a park. Let's throw this up. We'll get this clinic. That's the condo area we were talking about. Okay, we'll get it right along here. There we go. That should help out a lot. Let's look at death care coverage. Cemetery usage. Okay. That's fine. Our coverage is pretty good. We definitely need another one over here, but we'll definitely throw it in when we build up that community by the lake. So there's no issue there. We have a bit of gray area over that way and over here. I think maybe instead of cemeteries, we can look at getting... Well, you know what? We could probably get like a cemetery out over here or something like that. Maybe not. Let's go with some crematoriums. And, well, let's pull the back up again. Yeah, we need one over here. Okay, so I know I just deleted the zoning over here the other day, so I think a crematorium is decent fill for that area. And let's take a quick peek at how much that improved everything. It improved a lot. And then over this way as well. But I'm thinking over here we can get a bit of a community. So I think what I'll do is I'll just temporarily place one right here. And then when we build up this area, I'll move it into the community a bit more. Because I do like how this turned out, this covered bridge. I think it swoops down a bit too much though. So let's grab the nodes. And let's just prop it up a bit. Yeah, that's a bit better. Yeah, the covered bridges are really cool. They're pretty popular in Canada, from what I gather, back in the day. Okay, so we got healthcare done, death care done. There's some crime going on somewhere. Yeah, we can definitely improve the amenities that we have in the city. But let's look at fire coverage. Ooh, that's surprising. I thought it'd be way better. So we do have a fire helicopter depot. We should probably get a I almost said precinct, but that's not the right word. Okay, we'll get it over here, and that should help. Fire hall, firehouse. Yeah, that should be enough coverage over here. I know it looks red, but there's a big station over here, which they only need to go so far. This is fine. Okay, the oil should definitely have fire hall. Yeah, not the best looking one ever, but that's fine. Okay, so we're over here. This one's pretty close. It's not that bad. But this is not good. So this needs to change. I think this one's gonna be a bit too big for this space right here, but I think this will fit. Yeah, so unfortunately we're gonna lose this house right here. So, but you know, I think it's a bit necessary for some fire protection. And that alone really improved this area. We have one down over here and one right here. I think that should be enough coverage, but a lot of this looks like it's going that way. So perhaps we get one more fire truck station down in here. That's a weird spot for one, but it works. We're trying to improve the city services. And this is a police station, so why don't we put a fire hall right here. And you know, those aren't the best spots for them. I know those were temporary placements when we placed them down originally. And look at that, fire safety's really improved. We could also throw one of these bad boys in as well. There's not really like a ton of trees either, so no worries there. We also don't have disasters on. Crime, okay, so yeah, we're good here. Detain criminals, 173, jail capacity 200. So maybe we'll look at doing like a jail build at some point. That would be interesting. So schools, I'm just gonna not look at really. We can look at it briefly, but we're good apparently. But libraries is something that we can look at. We have one library. All right. So you know this university we just built. Well, let's just try to get a library in here. So this one's probably too big. I think it has trees. Yeah, unfortunately it does. Let's see if we can make it fit here, because this is a pretty cool spot. Right around the tram too. Yeah, so there's only one tree right there, so we can really make it work if we pull the tree back too. And then we have this tree that's kind of breaching the side. That actually kind of works. And I mean, this annoying tree is here, but that's okay. And I think what we can do is we can just get a bit of gravel around here, and then that can really it's gonna take away some of that. Okay, never mind. We'll just make it all grass. That's fine. Okay, so that should have improved the library coverage ever so slightly. But I also think that's just a cool building to have in over here. Help fill in the space. I mean, we could have just placed it right here. And we could be saving that space. But perhaps we... Yeah, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. I won't be too picky because we're also at the end of the episode. Let's go back to the libraries, open this tab up. So we really didn't cover that much space, but that is fine because I have these assets, which are fantastic. So I don't think I've used them yet in this series. So they're just like these assets I found in the workshop, but they give, this one gives about the same amount of coverage. And you know what we should do? So this is the Phillips line. This one pretty much takes up the whole block. So we'll throw this right here. And I will take off the zoning right here. And we'll let it come in once these houses get destroyed. There we go. And yeah, it's like a modern looking library. So we'll back this up. We'll raise it up as well. Yeah, we'll get it so that the parking is on this side. There we go. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Lower it down ever so slightly. And then we'll pave it in a little bit. Whoops. Cool, so that should have helped out our libraries just a little bit. Yeah, so we got one library over here. We probably could do with getting a library over here, but we also have this asset, the small public library, which is hilariously amazing. So that's, I think it's meant for like a rural build, but you know what? Take advantage of it, right? So look how much space it's taking up. So we could throw it over here, and it would still be covering all of this area. So let's throw it right here. We're going to lose that building there, but I think that's fine. We'll revise the zoning by deleting that building. And I'm going to pause it and delete this one too. We'll let this whole thing grow back in. Because now we can get like a couple of these bigger ones. And then all these people are going to start leveling up too, which is fantastic. All because we placed this tiny library. So I'm not going to cheat with that one too much, because it feels a bit like cheating in a way. But it's great if you're doing rural, that's the word, rural builds. Oh, we have a library up here too. Okay, and then we'll throw in one more of these cheaper ones, as in cheap as in cheat. Somewhere, try to find a decent spot for it. Right here. All right, so we got that, and then we should probably get one more downtown. Actually, you know what? I think I'll save the downtown ones, because I think we can add in... well, actually, this wouldn't be a bad idea to kind of appropriate some space here from this area to make it... Yeah, this is a pretty cool spot for one. So we'll leave it at that. And so we have a library right over here, and then right at the edge of the zone, we have another one. But I think that kind of covers a bunch of downtown too, which is nice. Yeah, okay, so let's just do the same thing what we did with the last one, and we'll just scooch this back over here. Whoops, get rid of the zoning. And then we'll raise it up a little bit. And then we'll use the pavement. Okay, and then we're just gonna have to delete this building too, because now we have this whole block. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out that zoning. This building's gonna go away. Let's delete these ones too, because I think this whole area is gonna be a bit revised. And then we'll get a high density building. Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for today, folks. We built a new tram line, the university tram line. So, or Phillips tram line, I think it's called. So here comes one. Let's find a good spot. Yeah, there we go. Have a great day, everyone, and peace out.